Hey guys, this is video lesson 5.5, solutions to page 224 and 225, problem numbers 1 to 22. The goal with this is to use this video in class as you guys finish your work instead of waiting for me to get to the solution, so you guys could kind of move ahead a little faster if you are ahead of schedule. So here we are. Number 1, the solution is A. A is the image. If you notice the arrow of the slide, we're sliding shoe B into position of A. Right? So don't let the letters drive your solution. For number 2, how do you translate a figure in the coordinate plane? You're going to move each vertex or point according to the translation. So if it said right 1, down 3, you're going to move every point right 1 unit and then down 3 units. And number 3, can you translate the letters in the word Tokyo to form the word Kyoto? And the answer is yes. We can translate the letters T and O to the end. So we can just take this letter here and this letter here and move it to the end. Right, 4 through 9, we're going to tell if the blue figure is a translation of the red one. 4 is yes. 5 is no. The figure was actually turned. Number 6 is no. The figures are reflections of each other. It's kind of looking in the mirror. So 6 is no. 7 is yes. 8 is yes. And 9 is no. Because one image is larger than the other. All right, 10, translate the triangle 4 units right and 3 units down. So to make this quick, we're going to take every point and go 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 units down, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is okay, so there is point J prime right here. J. Oops, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, so here are all of our 3 points. We have J prime, we have K prime, and we have L prime. And remember, we talked about prime, and that means when we see those little tick marks next to the letter, it means that that's the new shape. So it's not neat, and I'm sorry, you guys can use your rulers, but this is where J, K, and L would be. Okay, I took every point and moved them 3 to the right, or 4 to the right, and 3 down. 4 to the right, 3 down. 4 to the right, 3 down. Okay, so the coordinates for 10 are going to be for J prime 2, 0, for K prime 3, -2, and for L prime 0, -2. Okay, so that's your best bet on checking your answer. For number 11, we're going to translate the figure 2 to the left and 4 down. So that means every point's going to go 1, 2 left, and then 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing. So A prime is going to be at -3, 0 right here. So B, we're going to go left 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to come down 4. So B prime is going to be at 0. Sorry about that. It's going to be 0, -1. Sorry. 0, -1, right there. And then C, we're going to move that over 2 and down 4. That brings us to 1, -4. And D prime, we're going to bring that 2 left and 4 down, that's going to bring us to negative 3, negative 5. And then our shape is going to be right in here. Okay, and yours will look a whole lot neater since you'll be able to use a ruler. And the coordinates again are listed right down here if you want to see them. The vertices of triangles of a triangle are 0, 1, 1, negative 2, and negative 2, 1. Draw the figure and its image after the translation. So we're going to use this set of instructions for numbers 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to take that shape and translate it a bunch of different times. So our solution for 12 is right in here. Okay, and we know that this is the solution, the translation, because the letters have the primes. N is at negative 3, 7, so negative 3, 7. L is at negative 1, 7. And M is at 0, 4. Okay, and you notice we start by graphing the original picture, and then we translate it left 1 unit and up 6. Now we're going to take a look at 13. We're going to graph the original. We're going to graph this original shape again, and this time we're going to go 5 units to the right. So here's 13. I know this shape here is the original, and this here is the translation. So the points, M is at 6, negative 2, N is at 3, 1, N prime, and L prime is at 5, 1. Okay, so that's your solution for 13. For 14, we're going to go 2 units right and 3 up. So again, here's 14. We're going to graph the original, which is this one down here. And I know right here, that's the image, that's the new shape because the letters are labeled with primes. So L is at 2, 4. M is at 3, 1. M prime, I'm sorry. And N prime is at 0, 4. Okay. Number 15, we're going to move 3 left and 4 down. And here's number 15. Again, this is the original right here. And this image below is the new image because of the primes. L is found at negative 3, negative 3. M is found at negative 2, negative 6. And N is found at negative 5, negative 3 for N prime. Okay. Number 16 says, can you click and drag each icon on a computer screen? Is this an example of a translation? So if you look at these icons here, they're asking if you can click and drag them across the screen. Well, if we kind of move them, they're not changing shape or size, they're just moving around the screen. So your answer is yes, because the figures can slide. 17, describe the translation of the points. So the easiest way to actually do this, I'm going to use the graph of 19 to draw the picture. I'll use green. I'm going to take 3, negative 2, so I'm going to go right 3 and then down 2. And then I'm going to take a look at 1, 0. I'm going to call this X. Then 1, 0. I'm going to call this X prime. So the question is, oh, I erased the wrong point. 1, 0, right there. So the question is, what's the translation? How much did I have to move up? How much did I have to move up and over to get to that point? So I had to move up 2 units and yeah, I had to move up 2 units and I had to go left. So you always want to label what you're doing on the x-axis first. So from this point, we had to go, sorry, I'm starting at the wrong one, that's the prime. We start at the original point. Let me clean this up and start again so we can see it properly. We'll go purple this time. 3, -2, that's my x, and then 1, 0, that's my x prime. So from my x, I had to go left 2 units, 1, 2, and then I had to go up 2, 1, 2. So you always want to talk from the original to the prime. We first want to go left and right and see what the relationship is, and then we want to go up or down. Okay? So that was number 17. Number 18, if we're at -8, -4, and we're going to -3, 5, if you have some graph paper there, you can chart that out. If I take a look at the x units here, if I'm at -8 and I want to go to -5, I'm sorry, if I'm at -8 and I want to go to -3, that's 5 unit difference, is that correct? So I need to move 5 units to the left, and then from -4 to 5, I want to take a look at the y values. I need to move, sorry, 5 units to the right to get from -8 to 3. So I move 5 units right, and from -4 to positive -4 to +5, that's a 9 unit difference. So think about it, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. That's already 4 units. Then from 0 up to 5, it's another 5. So that's 9 total units. If you can't do 17 or 18 without a chart, graph it out and just count the units on graph paper. Number 19, we're just describing the scenario. So 19 and 20 are just like 17 and 18, except 19 and 20 you're given a picture. So number 19, just take 2 points and make sure they're corresponding. So I'm going to take this point and see what the location is. So I need to move over 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to the right. So 6 right. And then I need to get to the actual point, so I need to go 1, 2, 3 units down. So I need to go 6 right, and I need to go 3 down. Okay? And for number 20, I'm just going to pick 2 points, make sure they're corresponding. So I'm going to pick just these top points here. You could pick any point, just make sure they're corresponding. So I'm going to go left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units to the left. And then I need to get to the actual point, 1, 2 units down. So 5 left, and then 2 down. Okay. 21, oops. 21, the solution is, for part A, 5 units right and 1 unit up. Part B, can the boat make a similar translation? No, it would hit the island. Part C, describe a translation the fishing boat could make to get to point D. It can go 4 units to the right and then 4 units up. that was number 21. And then number 22, the triangle is translated 5 right and 2 up, and then the image is translated 3 left and 8 down. Write a translation of the original to the ending. So I want to take a look at this and this. It went 5 to the right, and then it went 5 left. So instead of going 5 right, 5 left, can I just take 5 and subtract 3 from it and get just 2 to the right? It went up 2 and down 8. So instead of going up 2 and then back down 8, I can take plus 2 because it's up, and down 8 would be considered negative 8. So 2 plus negative 8 would be negative 6, or down 6 units. Okay, I believe this is the end of page, I forgot the page number we're on, page 224, 225, numbers 1 to 22. If you have any further questions, come see me, and make sure you write those questions down first.